The most luxurious restaurant in the heart of Tokyo that night was filled with special guests, celebrities, politicians, billionaires, and popular faces of the entertainment world. Everyone came with a different purpose, but none of them expected that the night would turn into history. Because two names that never failed to shake the world, Kim Tae-young and Jungkook, suddenly appeared at the entrance of the most exclusive restaurant in Japan. The originally glamorous atmosphere turned into a silence full of surprise, as if the whole room was holding its breath. Many people can only wink, making sure what they see is not an illusion. Yes, they really are. Two legends who are rarely seen together in public now walk side by side, entering a place that does not receive just any guests. The waiter in charge of welcoming the VIPs looked nervous as he invited Taehyung and Jungkook to a table that had been prepared long before they arrived. Allegedly, reservations have been made in secret using pseudonyms to avoid a stir, but still the world seems to find them. Not professional cameras, not the media, not the paparazzi, but important guests who instantly froze in their seats, whispering to each other and trying to steal glances without being caught. The sound of rubbing glasses and the soft strains of jazz music felt far away, drowned out by the presence of two figures who were able to change the atmosphere just by walking. Taehyung, with his always calm, charismatic aura, wore an elegant black suit that exuded visual perfection, while Jungkook appeared more relaxed but still stunning, with a premium leather jacket that was in tune with the mood of the night. They exchanged small smiles, smiles that could only be understood by two people who had already gone through a lot together. It's no exaggeration to say that the moment felt like a scene from the most expensive drama ever made. But it's not drama, it's real. Once sitting at an exclusive table located in a corner with a large window overlooking the city of Tokyo, they began to talk nonstop. There are no cameras, no stage, no spotlight except elegant lamps that reflect soft light between them. Some witnesses said that Taehyung had a little laugh when Jungkook told him something, and that moment made the whole restaurant seem to melt. There is something warming, something that millions of fans have longed for who wish they could see the two together without the pressures of the industry, without the distractions of the media, without any restrictions. Food began to be served, special dishes created only for the highest class guests. But it's not the menu that fascinates everyone, but the fact that Taehyung and Jungkook really enjoy time together in a very natural way. There is no feeling of awkwardness, no distance, as if the outside world did not exist. Some people noticed small gestures that only someone who was really close could do. Taehyung pushed a plate towards Jungkook, while saying something that made Jungkook look down shyly and smile, and Jungkook briefly straightened Taehyung's collar like a habitual reflex. A small gesture, but enough to make anyone fixated on seeing their proximity. The atmosphere gets even more emotional when an initially light conversation suddenly seems to become serious. The look in their eyes changed, deeper, more honest, heavier. There was a silent moment where they just stared at each other without words. And for the witness who saw, it was the most intense moment of the entire night. It was as if they were sharing a big secret, something that only two people knew about, something that could not be spoken out loud, but felt so strong that it pierced the heart of anyone who witnessed it. Many speculated that the two were talking about the future, their respective career steps, and the enormous pressure they had faced for a long time. Others felt that this was the first night they truly had the opportunity to speak indefinitely after so much time they were separated by schedules, public demands, and industry dynamics. Whatever the topic, it is clear that the conversation is important, very important. Restaurants are becoming more and more crowded, but everyone still tries not to disturb them. But despite no official cameras, detail after detail began to spread through word of mouth, until finally the information reached the internet. And within minutes, the words Taehyung and Jungkook spotted in luxury restaurant in Tokyo became the trending #1 world. Fans began to enliven social media with theories, prayers, happiness, to tears of emotion. After a long period of speculation and longing, the two are finally seen together for real. Not because of work, not because of agency matters, but because of personal choice. The dinner lasted almost 2 hours, full of conversations, laughter, and quiet moments that only two people who understand each other have. When the time was over, they stood up and prepared to leave. The guests looked away so as not to seem too attentive, but they could not hide their amazement. Taehyung and Jungkook walked out of the restaurant side by side, calm, elegant, and unhurried. The door closed behind them, but the impact continued to reverberate in the room. IT wasn't just an ordinary dinner. It is a symbol of bonding, courage, freedom, and the fact that some relationships will never go away despite distance, gossip, pressure, and time. The world may always be guessing, but only they know the truth of what they are feeling. Clearly, this incident was enough to make the world talk about them again and realize one important thing. Nothing can separate two hearts that have found each other for a long time. And while Tokyo is once again throbbing with its glittering night, one fact remains on the hearts of all who watched. Taehyung and Jungkook are not just music legends. They are unfinished stories written, a story for which not even the world is ready for the end of its chapter. But what happens after the two leave the restaurant becomes the most mysterious part of the night. Some witnesses said that a black car with dark glass was already waiting at the entrance, but Taehyung and Jungkook did not enter immediately. They stopped on a quiet sidewalk, illuminated only by city lights that reflected their shadows on the road surface. There was no crowd, no cameras, no noise other than the cold Tokyo breeze passing between skyscrapers. They spoke slowly, very slowly, almost like a secret that the world should not hear. Taehyung stared at the sky for a moment, then turned to Jungkook with a soft expression that is rarely seen in public. Jungkook returned that look with a small smile. Not a smile for the fans, not a smile for the camera, but a smile that belonged to someone who felt safe, understood, and accepted. There was a sense of relief on the faces of the two, as if the dinner was healing after a long journey that the world may never have known. The car finally opened, and they went inside, but the door did not close immediately. In the last few seconds before the car moved, they spoke to each other again, and witnesses said they both laughed before the door closed and the car drove away into the darkness of the Tokyo night. It may seem like a small moment, but for anyone who understands their journey through the years, it is a symbol of warmth that cannot be faked. Some people believe that the evening will be a turning point, not only for Taehyung and Jungkook, but also for the world that is always trying to interpret their relationship. Are they just two colleagues in the music industry? Two friends taking care of each other? Or two people who are connected deeper than anything the public can understand? The world may never get a definitive answer, but clearly, no one can deny that their togetherness has the power to touch millions of hearts with just such a simple presence. And what makes it all the more evocative is the fact that the togetherness is not for the camera, not for the looks, not for the imagery, but rather because they want it. Two people who have gone through a storm of global popularity, controversy, pressure, and endless busyness finally set aside time to sit together in a luxurious restaurant, talk, eat, laugh, and understand each other without the world interfering. Tokyo regained its calm that night, but the memory of the incident will long linger in the minds of anyone who knew it. Fans may not know what Taehyung and Jungkook said that night, but they know one thing for sure. There is something really warm between them, something that makes the world pause and hope that the relationship will be maintained no matter what. And with that, their nightly story ends, at least for the outside world. But for Taehyung and Jungkook, their journey still continues, away from the camera spotlight, away from speculation, away from all the noise. Only two hearts continue to walk side by side, no matter what the world thinks of them.